I was walking through woods by my house, as I have since middle school, and I noticed that my favorite red truck that I always hang out at had a tree fallen on it, which the truck had already been out of commission for many years before then, but it still felt like there was something sad about this. I remember so many occasions of me sitting on top of that roof, writing raps or poetry or stories, and I couldn't tell if the tree broke down due to lightning or wind or old age itself, and I realized that this exact situation could have possibly happened during a moment when I was sitting on it, and maybe then I wouldn't have been able to write this little story about it. Or even worse than that, it could have crushed this little ant who was now sort of dancing on its ashes. I don't think the ant knew that it was doing that, but the little dude did seem kind of lost, and I wondered if maybe the ant knew some other ants that used to like to hang out at that truck, and this guy was just searching for him. At this point, it kind of even looks like he's saying, is anybody out there? And then I saw some birds in the sky fly to a local tree, and I began wondering if maybe the tree that fell was their hangout spot before, and they had to resettle too. And at this point, I wasn't sure what to do, so I grabbed a few selfies, and then I decided to walk the tree like a tightrope, because I figured if nature seemed to place the tree balance beam perfectly on the truck that I always chill at, then I had a feeling the universe would keep me safe as I crossed above this 10-foot drop. Yeah, this wasn't really that smart of me, but also I figured if I fell, then at least it's on video. And I thought about trying to trick the viewer into thinking I was gonna fall, but I've always preferred to be an honest man, and the word man used loosely. But then I walked back down the tree the other way, being mostly concerned, making sure that I don't step on the ant who I had just built a whole narrative about. And then I arrived at the top of the tree, which was actually the bottom of the tree now, depending on perspective. But regardless, I was on the floor of the earth again. And I wondered if it was wind that caused the tree to fall, then what if any of these other trees are about to fall next, and nobody could still hear my story about this? So I began walking away from the woods into the clearing, and just kind of accepting that the truck was now an old memory. The hangout spot and the good times, they weren't ruined. They were just changed forever. I can't fix the tree or the truck, and make it how things were before, but I can accept that this is the new reality, and that there's gonna be some other abandoned trucks and trees out there, and I should be happy that I was able to experience it all. I then decided to turn back to the truck one last time, just like the ant on the tree when it went back the other way, and I used one of the branches of the tree to prop up my phone and then record some static frame shots, even right by some little daisies, and if I stayed there another few hours, there would have been night seas. But anyway, I got back on the truck, this time phone out of hand and recording from a distance, and I decided to take off my glasses so I could embrace the world and its blurriness, realizing that the whole point of the world is that it's blurry, and the meaning is undefined. Some may have looked at this fallen tree on the truck and thought nothing of it, and somebody else might have looked at it and, thought of it as just, two old souls meeting for the first time. Maybe sometime before the collision, the truck and the tree would look at each other and find beauty and comfort in each other's presence, and, this embrace was what their destiny planned all along. And what even is a plan? I wondered, did somebody make 4 failed flying devices before they got to plan E, and that plane was the idea that took off? I may just be a leaf in the wind trying to fly, looking for my own place in life, and maybe I'll find it one day, but until then, I'll make the most of each little moment along the way. Trees may fall on my favorite hangout spot, but regardless of where I go or what I do, I can always find peace within myself. Any location can be a chill spot if you make it one.